All 7 of the poems submitted to the Trotsdale Public Library Winter Poetry Contest were wonderful. It has been exceptionally difficult for me to decide who to place in first place and who are going to be the runners-up. I have decided that I'm going to record all of them. After the 3 winners, I will be presenting the honorable mentions. Everyone will get a prize. Not everyone is going to get monetary prizes.
The theme for the poetry was to be winter, and I wanted to get a look at everyone's conception of winter.
After a great deal of thought, CloudyKino, or Andy, has won first place for their poem, Pity. Behind my insecurity, I'm lost, shamed in my impurity. I feel so covered, so exposed, yet I must hide behind my woes. All in all, it's all the same. This problem shouldn't cause this pain. If I hide it, could I douse the flame? But silence only brings me shame. I'm only barely getting by. How could I hide behind a lie? My body's frozen solid, but it hides the flame. Beyond this lie, I've lived behind another name. The endless lie, the sheltered sheet, they are worn, becoming weak, burning, tearing, not built to last. They must be buried in the past. My cover's rent, my memory's skewed. What will it take to live anew? My skin is peeling, muscles weak. I'd share my fears, but I can't speak. My mouth is sewn, my body spent, a broken soul to reinvent. You cannot run, you cannot hide from the changes you can feel inside. Break the walls, strip the sheets, the pride. Become the one who was behind. The first of the runners-up is Heartsbloom or Streephan, with her The Last of the Winter Dragons. A dragon sleeps on a bed of ice, who breathes no fire but of snow and ice. When she flies, cold winds blow. When she breathes, it's winter snow. Her fur shimmers silver and black. She is winter's beauty, never held back. She's the last of her kind left on this world, bringing joy to boys and girls. She's a dragon with the purest soul, and a heart of purest gold. When she leaves us for her eternal rest, no more snow shall come, or winter's crest. No more flakes of winter joy. Sadness shall fill every girl and boy. Pray this beauty never to cease. Pray this heart to continue its beat. For what is a world without soft winter's joy? What is life? Only cold and harsh. No beauty, no wonder, no frozen art. The second runner-up is Snow Poem by Cici 97. I look out my window as I get out of bed, and what I see makes my head spin. The sun shines, and its rays all splinter. Nobody would believe that it's actually winter. I can wear a t-shirt and shorts and not be cold. Some would think of this weather as gold, and mostly it is, except at this time. I want snow. It's very sublime. We've had it every year. It hasn't missed a beat. But now there's not a drop of snow, only heat. The rest of the country got a giant snowstorm, but we're sitting here still feeling warm. And the snow isn't the only thing I'm worried about. We've also been stuck in a drought. Not to mention my friends are all boasting of days off, while I'm sitting here in school watching the clock. Maybe for college I'll move somewhere far, but for now I have to deal with the way things are. Everyone else got snow, even Arizona. But what about here in California?
There were several other nice entries that I received. They did not win the top prizes. However, it is appropriate to give an honorable mention because everyone did put so much effort into their poetry and their imagery. These honorable mentions are going to be read in no particular order. We will start with On the Night Before Christmas by Jitterbug, also known as Kramer's Swords. On the night before Christmas, all was just fine. Cici was having a wonderful time, chasing the community with her stinchy tail. Smells like something that went a month stale. DC ran inside the library room, trying to run from that smelly doom. Feeling like he had to get away, DC banned Cici to set her at bay. Cici was sad and in a distraught. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, she thought. Cici wrote an apology to Trotsdale staff. She won't pull her tail out and make ponies bark. DC accepted her apology for now, unbanned her swiftly, and took a bow. Cici was happy again. She jumped with glee. "Thank you so much for forgiving me." Every pony gathered around at the fire. They watched as the stars got brighter and brighter. Suddenly in the sky they see a red sleigh. Santa Hooves shouted out, "Nay, nay, nay." Off he went after he used his magic. It's good that the smell wasn't as tragic. Every pony decided they'd go to sleep. It was Christmas now. There wasn't a peep. Shh. The Hearth Warms Our Hearts by Red Hoof Sketch or Wintawea. I wandered into the dark of the night, my head hanging down in sorrow. It had been a rough night for me, and no one was around to give comfort to me. I walked alone under the night sky until the shadow of a lonely apple tree came into view. I decided to sit under that old apple tree and let its roots take away my pain and sorrow. There is where I sit on this cold night, wishing something bright could warm my heart. My calls of hope must have been answered, for when I glanced up at the twinkling stars, a heart-shaped glow floated above the horizon. Here is where I stand, gazing into the night sky, while the cool winter breeze blows through the air, seeing the colorful glow light up the night. What could it be? I thought. This glow was like one I've never seen or felt, a glow so bright it shines down on the hidden path that I have long lost its trail, a glow so warm I felt new hope and joy rushing through my already aching heart, and a glow so colorful I marveled every moment of its mysterious, heart-warming sky dance. A young mare soon trotted over to where I still stood, to glance up at this wondrous light show in the sky. "Wonderful, isn't it?" she remarked, as she took in this amazing moment. Wonderful, yes, but at the same time I still wondered about its purpose and its beauty, which warmed every corner of my heart. As if she had read my mind like Sakura, the mare explained, "That's the magical hearth that since long ago has warmed our hearts." She then spoke about a legend of Equestria's past, a time when the ponies of earth, magic, and sky were separate rather than united, a time during a crisis of starvation, followed by the founding of Equestria and friendship. The three races blamed each other for no food during the harsh cold winter, but they soon learned it was not their fault, for the spirits of the winter drove them further apart. They soon learned a valuable lesson that was not to be forgotten. No matter how different we are from one another, we're all ponies, and that was certainly a fact. Our friends soon joined in on the small gathering, as if they had heard the tale from 10 feet away, and they sat next to us under the apple tree, watching the colorful display. I thought about the words my mare friend had spoken, as I looked from pony to pony. Yes, some of us were Pegasi, some of us unicorns, and the rest just normal. But we were the best of friends, and of course ponies. Ponies indeed. To this day, I always remember the story that makes friendship shine in the sky. And if you're feeling down and lonesome, remember the story of the hearth. The hearth that warms our hearts. Winter White by Fluffy Quokka. Snowflakes falling, kids are calling, parents run to see outside, to see a delightful little surprise. Snow was covering the whole ground, through the day and through the night, and carols being sung, a beautiful sound. Nothing is better than the color of winter white. A party for Christmas, people all fancy. A girl twirled her dress with no mess, the dress being the color of winter white. Our last poem looks at winter from a slightly different position. In Japan, the cherry trees bloom in what is considered by many of us to be winter, although in other areas it's called spring. Luna Sky 439's haiku is entitled Cherry Tree in the Night. A cherry tree blooms under the star-filled night sky in the sweet springtime.